and if I fuck the wording up, I don't like it. And I always envied guys where it really looked like loose and just fast and loose.
It's funny. My chaotic thing is still precise. And like you do a bit about, I forgot what the bit is, but you do a bit where you're on a roller coaster going down. I think it's, I don't know.
Oh, it's about pot. I can't smoke weed.
Yeah, and you're going, or something. You know what I mean? I don't know the detail of the joke, but I remember watching and going, wow, that seems like a bit that's kind of spontaneous. You have to commit to the thing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But it seems free and loose, but it's a written thing, but it's like the way you deliver it, right?
Yeah, yeah. No, that's true. That's true.
Give yourself credit.
No. It's not a knock. It's certain guys just seem more free or something. Like I can't explain it. Like Ari's like that. Ari goes on stage, and I feel like wherever the fucking room goes, he's on the boat and he's rocking with the boat.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a little bit like, if the boat rocks that way, then I go fuck yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're like, if the boat's going, you're like, if this sinking, I'm going to sink with it.
Not even sink is negative. No, not sink. It's just fluidity. Like, it's this can, I don't know. It just seems spontaneous to me, but maybe I'm just falling for the illusion.
You what you're doing is what we all do.
Right.
And it's in our heads.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Like when I did that Austin show, I just tweeted 2 weeks ago, because I literally thought I did this like show, the theater show with Austin. I was like a guest star. It was like a bunch of like more alty local Austin comics. And I went on late. The show had already gone on. The theater was packed. It was a theater. And I walked up there and I said my first joke, and I literally went, oh, they hate me, in my mind. Mm-hmm. I go, because I know the amount of people in this room.
Right.
And I know the value of laughs.
Right.
Right. And I'm not getting the value. Right. So they hate me. And after every joke, and then I started doing stuff, let's go edgy. Right. And then that didn't work. I go, I'm going to clean it up. Nothing I did, I felt like it worked. And as I literally went, good night. And ask any of the comics there, I bolted out of the theater, and I went, I fucking suck. And I went to CBS, and it stayed that way for 24 hours until the next day. And I was walking around, Austin, people were like, you killed it last night. And I was like, what?
Dude, I had one of those. It was during the, it wasn't a set, but it was during the lockdown. It was like when we were first sort of coming out of lockdown. And Michael Che was doing these like shows in Brooklyn on the back of a flatbed truck. Remember when that kind of shit was happening?
Yeah. I never did them. Yeah.
And me and Okerson went out one day just to hang out, and then he invited us on stage. I hadn't been in front of a crowd, and Mike and I looked crazy. My hair was like all long and like froed out, and I was wearing like cutoffs with like socks pulled up because we'd all been in the house, and like I think I had a beard, like and Che just started fucking with me, and I didn't have any juice in the tank. I just didn't. I wasn't on my game, and I couldn't hit him back. And when I was trying to hit him back, it was bombing. And I got off stage, and I walked out of the wherever it was, like 4 blocks over. And the whole walk, I was going, "You fucking loser! You fucking suck! You're a fucking loser!" Out loud to myself.
Yeah.
I was drunk too, which didn't help.
Yeah.
And then Jay called me. He's like, "Where did you go?" And I go, "I'm fucking never doing comedy again." That's where I went.
I know where our heads are.
Yeah, and he was like, "What are you talking about?" Yeah, that was it.
Look at how many people there are.
So many.
Was that many people?
Yeah, it was wild. He did it like a bunch of times. And it was like when the BLM things were happening, so they wouldn't bust anything like this because they were scared that they would look racist.
Oh, right. I love it. Yeah.
But and then I went back. I like he talked me down, and I went back, and then I saw Che, and Che was like, "That was so fun, man." And Jay goes, "It's fucking dummy saying he's going to quit comedy."
I know.
And Che's like, "What are you talking about? Like, that was so fun." And I was like, "I fucking bombed." He's like, "You weren't even doing a set, dude. We were just like riffing. Like, who cares?"
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, I don't know. I was so in my fucking head. It's horrible.
But
it's horrible.
But let's analyze that. Why do we do that? What is it about our lives and who we are as people? Because I know a lot of comics that don't do that. They're so confident. It's like even when I think, oh, I was mediocre, they're fine with it. They can move on with their lives. Me, it's life altering sometimes. Like I lose sleep.
I think no truly good comic doesn't do that.
That's
what I think.
And I love where you're going.
Yeah.
I love exactly this road.
That's what I think. I know famous guys that are really established, that have big followings, that are good enough at comedy. And when I say, what I mean by good enough is they pull it off, and they pull it off a lot of the time. But when they don't pull it off and I see the way they react, I'm like, you're not a good comic. You just managed to pull it off sometimes.
Yeah.
A good comic, we can all agree Burr is a great fucking comic.
Yeah.
I remember seeing Burr, this is before he was famous, but this is who he is at his core. I remember seeing him headline at Caroline's, and the room was like half full. It was like a Tuesday or something. And he had a great set. Like the material was there, like, you know, and then he came off stage and he was like, we were talking, and I was complimenting him, and we were just bullshitting. And then he went to leave, and he turned around and he goes, that was all right? Like, and I was like, there it is, dude.
Yeah.
Like, there it is. Like good comics feel like that.
Yeah.
To me, Maria Bamford is a fucking genius.
She is.
She is a fucking genius. She is one of my favorite comics, and I'm lucky enough that I've gotten to tell one of my favorite comics that to her face, which is really cool. But like, Jesus Christ, dude, I'll see her after sets where I'm like, are you going to go jump off a bridge right now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because she's like, oh, God damn it, I just didn't, I shouldn't have done that. They hated me. And I'm like, hated you? They loved you.
Yeah.
Like, and she still like does that thing where she's like, I shouldn't have done that voice for so long. And, and you're like, that's a good comic. I'm not saying you have to cut yourself and torture yourself after a set, but like, if you don't have that thing in you, then how could you ever get better? How could you ever look at the comp and go, I got to get my fucking game up? My friend, I'll say this and I'll shut up.
No, keep going, but
my friend said this about, I remember Eminem and Royce the 5'9" put out that Bad Meets Evil record.
Yeah.
And I remember me and my friend Jim listened to it for the first time, and he goes, shit, man, if I was a rapper, I'd be intimidated, because they were so good on it.
Yeah.
And that stuck with me. And I was like, I have to look at comedy like that. Like, and I do. Like, when I see a good special, which, whoa, is it hard to find.
Yeah.
But when I see a good one,
yeah,
I'm like the Cat Williams one where it's like raining the whole time and it's the White House backdrop.
Yeah.
I watched that special and I was like, I'm not working hard enough. I'm like, that motherfucker he just leveled the fucking room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Here. Okay, so let's go.
Can I go?
Yeah, please.
Can I go?
Where's your timeline?
Where's your piece of paper, dude?
Timeline.
With Brendan Shaw.
One time only. Hopefully. All this stems back to all that stuff. It's all a place of fear. It's all a place of fear, because when we talk about Reddit and that stuff and the harassment, promise you mine's different. I know I look tough and all that. That stuff hurts my feelings. That's why I'm not on social media. It's not because I think I'm better than anybody or anything like that. That stuff is horrendous. Horrendous.
I believe you.
Horrendous. Mm-hmm. So when that team looks into it and I get notified that it's Tiger Belly, I'm so upset. Now, you guys saying you have nothing to do with it, right? So, but at the time, I was so upset because you've always been nice to me. Oh, you've always been nice to me. We don't know each other, but you've always been nice to me. So I was so upset, because if it's someone random, that's what they're going to do. But if somebody that I know, I was so upset. I expect it from somebody I don't know, but somebody that I assume I know. That's where this stems from. The anger, I cannot emphasize how upset I was and hurt and deeply hurt, because again, I don't think you guys have anything to do with it.
But where?
But hold on, Clyde. I have the proof. Here's the thing.
Where's your briefcase?
I don't need a briefcase. I don't need a briefcase. I wish I could laugh at that.
Yeah.
I don't have a briefcase. I have it all on my phone. The reason I can't send it to you because the ongoing investigation. I can't.
On investigation for the child abuse thing?
There's 6 counts on there that you're talking about pedophiles. You're talking about horrible shit.
Okay.
It's bigger than me, but that's gonna be dealt with. My thing for you, do whatever you want with this. Whatever you want. I'm good, man.
Okay.
It's horrible, and I want to squash between us. Do what? And let me get this out, Bob. I know you want to talk. I'll show you the stuff that I have. You guys figure out what you want to do with it. This is what's interesting. Again, I don't think it's you
Will
guys.
you show me now?
I'll show you that when
We'll,
we got.
we'll blur this off because we want to know. Because like
I'll show you after the
I
show.
want the audience
let me
to
get.
think
let
that
me-
you actually showed us something you never did.
Well, yeah, I can show it to you. Here's the thing. This is what's interesting. Explain this however you want. When I notified you guys of the harassment and going back to Tiger Belly, that account stopped posting, took the Tiger Belly email off, and changed it. It's never posted again.
Do you know how Reddit works?
No.
So you seem to have very clear convictions about this alleged occurrence from my company, all the while not really knowing how Reddit posting works, Brendan. So that's a little bit.
Well, this team note, I promise you, this team knows.
Okay,
Well,
but
we've been asking you to speak with this team, and here's what I have to say about this. From my end, it looked foolish for you to be this fragile over something some three girls said on a podcast. It looked foolish. So in my end, the way I understand it is we need to come up with a bigger story about Kalila to incriminate so that my reaction to that Trash Tuesday talk doesn't seem insane.
No.
That's
God,
how
no.
I receive
You're giving me
it.
too much credit. You're giving me too much credit. You're giving me way too much credit.
I don't
You
think-
think I would want to. Again, I don't want this drama. I've been harassed for 6 years, guys. 6 years.
But I think that it makes sense that someone who has been harassed for 6 years would feel like he's on the back foot and would swing in this way. It makes sense to me.
I would only swing if this team who has nothing to do with comedy, doesn't know you guys, didn't show me this stuff.
Okay. Can I say something?
Yes.
All right. Number one, I don't need to see it. I don't personally need to see it because I know that I have nothing to do with it. You know?
You do absolutely.
Yeah, number one. You're saying that you know me, right? If you did know me, right, you would already know that I had nothing to do with it because of the fact that when all this thing happened, Delia called me laughing, right? And Delia goes, "You don't even know how to. You don't own a computer."
He answers the phone with his iPad.
He goes, "You don't know how to get on your email," and he was laughing. I go, "I know." In fact, I've had calls from everybody, right? Huge names in the podcast room, laughing like, "What?" They apparently don't know who you are and how you operate.
He's literally
right?
missing fingers.
Yeah, I'm missing fingers. My point is,
We're not saying it's not Bob.
I understand that, but you have to understand that because of the call a week and a half ago with you and Brian, right? You said that it was me in the beginning.
I said your name is on the account, Bob.
Right. And then
And in that
eventually,
same call, we said it's not.
eventually through the conversations after saying I don't own a computer, this and that, and defending myself, this and that.
Me.
What?
And then it said it was me.
No, I don't know. I don't remember. But what I'm saying is that
We didn't say you particularly.
in the beginning you did, and as I defended myself and saying I don't own a computer, this and that, then you guys started going, oh, maybe it wasn't you. Well, it's somebody on your team, right? So, I honestly believe full-heartedly that I don't know what you have there, but I know that in terms of these two ding-dongs, right, they have nothing to do with it. Why? You have to ask yourself this question.
What is the motive?
Why would we do that?
I have no clue.
Literally, like, what is the motive?
There
behind
is
this?
no reason behind it.
What's the reason behind any of it?
Yeah,
why do this nasty shit? Why create any of this drama?
Right.
There's no rhyme or reason for any of this.
Yeah, but I just want to even if my team said to me, oh, Whitney Cummings is doing something, right? Already in my heart, I know her. Why would she do that? There is no motivation behind it.
Here's my
For
thing,
60
Bobby.
So it's
If-
why? You have to ask yourself that question.
Sure.
Yeah.
Here's my
Wait.
thing. Here,
I had one-
Kalila,
yeah, go ahead.
If either two of your, even your, what's your name, brother?
Gilbert.
and
Gilbert.
George, right?
Gilbert and George. If
Yeah.
That hurt.
sorry,
George,
That must
George
have
is a
hurt.
free.
That must have hurt a little.
that's my CT.
Nick.
That's my CT flare. now.
This is also his first day here.
It is
by
his
the way.
first day.
It's your first day. He's a brown belt.
He's a brown belt.
He's a brown belt. Choke you out. And Kalila, as the business operator of this
Yeah.
thing, if you guys came to me with the same information and was under firing the kid, I would want to see it and I'd get to the bottom of it.
I have a question about the delicacy or the delicate nature of the investigation regarding pedophilia, regarding this beaten baby on the subreddit. As you don't have ownership of that subreddit, correct? That is not your subreddit. Okay,
I don't think
then
anybody-
why are those federal investigators
I said that they're
considering?
not feds.
Okay,
They're
let's say Rod,
covered that.
but you if
Reddit cops.
if that is in active investigation right now, and that is the reason why you cannot show us that information.
No, I can
why-
show you. I can't send you the documents. So
Okay.
you physically have them in your possession.
So they
I can show it to you right now. When we get off, I can show you. As soon as we get done, I will show you all the shit I have.
You better spit shake on that, Brendan.
I mean, why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
I mean,
Because I've been asking it for weeks.
Yeah.
And I've been asking to meet. And I feel like you've long played me.
you've been asking me to meet in person?
No, I've been
I tried
asking
meeting
you,
in
where is
person.
this? Where is this thing? Where is this thing? And you're like, I'm busy. Maybe tomorrow. I'm busy. Maybe tomorrow.
Just the docs. Because only
I'm
it's like
not busy.
because here's the thing with the docs, it's like they're either not real or we have someone that somehow got a hold and hacked us. We just want to know for ourselves if we
Right.
were
And you
hacked.
should.
Yeah.
But that's why
And-
it's very important we see these.
Here's my thing. I'm not accusing anybody in here.
Mm-hmm.
But let's say in some weird world, it's somebody that you know, you're associating, you had no idea it was happening. I still don't give a shit. I just want to stop.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the only reason. I'm
That's
here.
what.
You hear that? Whoever is the incel living in my backyard doing
Nick?
this.
All right, so
Stay
let's
here.
do a new segment.
Hang on. I'm not. I have.
segment.
I
Oh
have
wait,
curiosity.
Kalaya, last thing.
Yeah.
So when you said I flew to Austin and tell Rogan about this,
Yeah, that's my next question.
no, can I cover
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
Flew to Rogan to do his show.
Okay.
This is aside from that.
Okay. Copy.
And,
that makes sense.
And I want you to know, as I look you in the eye, when I would tell them, I would preface with every time I go, I don't think Bob and Kyle are involved. The Tiger Belly email is on there.
Okay. And
Every single time. Never, ever, and I swear on my kids never went, Kyle is a gold digger. None of it.
Can we just do a new segment real quick?
so,
You
but-
can
but-
still talk in the new segment.
Go ahead.
Right? New segment.
That's it. That's the.
Yeah.
That was
I
your-
just need to do it. I have OC.
That was your tension breaker?
Yeah,
with
yeah,
that?
yeah.
but
George
overall,
laughed. That's also I wanted George to laugh. too.
overall with the
But,
timeline of
but then also when you went to you know you got to remember too, Rogan's like an older brother to me. When I do anything, I call Rogan. That's how I operate.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
I asked his advice on this, right? And then he would give me his advice how I should handle it. But then the other stuff's hiring a private investigator. I don't know where the fuck you'd find a private investigator. And just the same when you go, I mean, I would handle it like this. As far as a private investigator for what? Colette? What the fuck would I hire a private investigator to follow you to do what?
I
They
have a
make sense.
question.
So that's what bothers me. Whoever got that back to you,
multiple people corroborating each other's stories, but go ahead. Okay, but whatever you told him about me, whether it was whatever version you have in your head, that what you told him.
we can call those people after this and confirm my story.
Oh, 1,000% would love to.
If that makes you feel better,
does make me feel
Yeah, we
better.
can do. As soon
If
as we're
you-
done with this, we will call those 3 people.
1,000%.
Yep.
Anyways, would love that. Would love nothing more. When you did tell Rogan your version of events, I just want to know for my own peace of mind, did he believe it?
I don't know. To him, it's like you're never going to beat the internet, man. I mean,
No, regarding me and Bobby.
no, because I told him it's not you guys.
Okay, but everything else regarding the information that got back to me is that you told Rogan things, obviously, that were very slanderous about me. I want to believe that wasn't the case.
In all of this stuff, right? There's still, people talk, like the telephone thing, right?
Yes,
like
it's game of telephone.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. If I could redo it, I
things get changed
Called her
through
directly.
other people's communications to others, right? You know what I mean? Some things are not easily proven. You know what I mean? It's he said, she said, and all that stuff. So it's like, I think in terms of what we talked about in this last hour, right, is we got all of it out, right?
Not yet.
There's more?
Go ahead. Maybe you got it out. I was.
No, well, I mean, I'm sitting here listening to it,
Yeah.
right? Because what I want to spend time with now is getting to a place where we can move forward from it, right?
Yeah, I don't.
And
Fire
I'm on
today.
fire today,
Did
dude.
you ever cheat in school?
No,
What? I have.
I've
all the
never-
time.
Me too.
All the time.
no. But I would, I was one of those guys, when you have to fill in the bubbles, I would make a design.
Same.
God, he's a dragon or whatever. Yeah. But anyway,
I hated like the email they would always tell you like if you filled in all C's on your Scantron that you would get a passing grade, and that was such bullshit.
you did all C's one day?
No, I would never. I'd always get A's. I was a good student.
Nerd alert.
Yeah.
Nerd alert.
I mean, not in high school, no, but in college, yeah, I was a good student.
Yeah, I'm so glad I don't have to ever do that again. School. Right? Aren't you glad we're out of school?
Sometimes I have nightmares of being stuck, like finals week or something, and then back in like my physics like 3 class, and like feeling like the whole like world is on my shoulders because I'm not going to pass this thing. 'Cause I
Yeah.
forgot everything
Why do you even worry about shit like that?
because it's a reoccurring nightmare of mine.
No, but back then you were worried about tests and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, because my parents would beat me.
I got ready for the beatings, though.
Oh, so
If you
accepted it. Oh,
I
okay.
knew
Yeah,
that
yeah.
every report card time I was going to get a beating. So I would work out, right? And I would tense my body, but I knew all F's. When you get like D's and F's and you give them to your traditional Asian parents, holy shit, the whooping you get. My lord.
It's not fun.
I was like Cersei walking through the city, to town. Remember?
Shame.
Shame. It was like that. It was terrible. But yeah, I never even tried. But here's the bad thing about school. Waking up. I mean, golly, gee, change the time.
I agree. To me, that's the hardest part of school. No, I actually don't disagree at all. The hardest part of my entire
Waking up.
college existence, high school, elementary, was waking up in the morning.
If school was from 1 to 9, I would got straight A's.
I think you would.
1 to 9.
1 to 9 p.m.
No, but that's not true because then you'd sleep at like 6 in the morning and
No,
still
no,
have
no,
to
no.
wake up at noon.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, because like 7 a.m. classes, I remember I was like, who decided this? This is obnoxious.
Well, sometimes I would wake up and it's still kind of dark.
Yeah.
And I would look outside and I would go, I'm going to kill myself. I hate this. And then you show up. I don't know what the fucking teacher's talking about. Mr. Guilfoyle. And then he had like always this wet stain on the tip of his, he had these like khaki pants, but there was always like a wet, like he peed himself.
Oh.
So I would just look at Mr.
man.
Guilfoyle's like wet stain.
What was it? No pee.
Either cum or pee. I don't know what it was. And he had this mustache. He also had a Mr. Magoo nose.
Yeah.
Wow, class. So anyway, the biophysics within each domain creates. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? Like,
Was there never a teacher in school where you were like, oh, I really, really like them?
you and I are the same wavelength to that.
feeling this,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
You guys are naming everything I loved in school.
Oh!
Stop.
Waking up
Concentrating-
early?
Yeah, waking up early, concentrating on one thing for a long time, getting tested on it, being able to like remember things that you studied. I'm like wishing I could have something like that in my life
I think,
again.
did it take you out of maybe your religious upbringing?
No, it's just I enjoyed that was like elite performing. It's like
structure.
figuring
I'll
out what
tell
you
you,
do.
I tell you this.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, I tell you, I'm not like that.
I want to take the LSATs just for fun to see if I can score better
I'm
than
a
my friends.
I'm
who
a
are
I'm a
lawyers.
dreamer
Yeah,
And a drifter.
and a drifter. It's Helix Sleep. You guys, I have couple of rooms in my house, and they have beds. And every bed I have in my house is a Helix Sleep mattress.
Wow.
The Helix lineup, it's the best, by the way. The Helix lineup offers 20 unique The Helix lineup offers 20 unique mattresses, including the award-winning Luxe Collection, which is what I have, the newly released Helix Elite Collection, a mattress designed for big and tall sleepers, and even a mattress made just for kids.
What I love about Helix is that it's so simple to get matched. You just take a quiz, right? For example, like I'm a hot sleeper, but I'm also a side sleeper. So I got matched with a midnight mattress, but then I chose the option for Luxe, which is just the thicker, plusher, more luxurious one. And I have no regrets. Every single bed that I own is a Helix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Helix is offering 20% off all. Helix is offering 20% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. Go to helixsleep.com/belly and use code HelixPartner20. This is their best offer yet, and it won't last long. With Helix, better sleep starts now.
Shopify merchant. When I started podcasting a long time ago, an online store was the furthest thing from my mind. Now I'm selling my t-shirts and my merch, right? And it's so easy. It's all on Shopify, all because I use the Shopify. Shopify is a global e-commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage to the first real life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million order stage, Shopify is there to help you grow.
You guys, we sell merch, we sell stickers, all of these things, but it doesn't matter whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits. Shopify helps you sell everywhere, from their all-in-one e-commerce platform to their in-person POS system. Wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the US, and Shopify is the global force behind Allbirds, Rothy's, and Brooklyn, and millions of other entrepreneurs of every size across 175 countries, because businesses that grow with Shopify.
Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/tigerbelly, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/tigerbelly now to grow your business no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/tigerbelly.
There we go.
It's the acai fucking Kung Pao chicken again, baby. What's up?
There's a battle going on.
There's a battle going on in my stomach, but I'm so full right now. But anyway, you shut the fuck up now, okay?
Wait, aren't we doing?
I love you, man. I love kidding. You know what, dude? I'm so sorry. That was rude. No, don't give me that eye, dude. With the pheromone baby, I love it. Good line, dude. And what I'm saying is that keep going. That's all I want. What's you saying?
Aren't we doing Hawaii soon?
Yeah, we're gonna play in June.
Yeah.
April.
I can't wait.
Soft announcement.
Wait, it's in April, right?
April 26th.
Yeah, end of April.
Finally gonna happen. You know what I mean? Finally gonna happen.
So, guys, hit
is
up-
Theo Vaughn around? Has Theo Vaughn texted?
For the audience.
Theo's our guest.
He's our
for the
guest.
audience.
He's how many times has he canceled in the past?
3 or 4 times.
Oh, no, I just have to start booking him about 6 months before we actually want him on, because it takes a while.
Here's because this is what the deal is with him. He always like, man, if I do yours, you do mine, right?
Yeah.
But I always do his first, and then he takes off. So he has to do ours first.
He bamboozles you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think our numbers do well, so he kind of still needs to use me, you know.
Yeah.
But he has elevated himself into a different stratosphere.
Yep.
Before he comes on, what do you think is different about him, or things you've noticed?
Oh, a lot.
That smirk.
Oh, a lot.
Ooh,
He's he's my friend and I love him, but
you're gonna talk to him anyways.
he's so busy that you can't really get a hold of him. He doesn't call as much. But you just kind of, you hear how he's doing through the folklore. The folklore and the stories that people tell. And it's really nice to hear all that stuff. I'm not doing bad myself, though,
You got some folklore.
I have
The weirdest thing about you is that now that you've hit this level of success and fame, you are far more reachable. You answer text messages. You've never been more,
I would agree to that.
right? You're so
Accessible.
much more accessible.
It's not the success, I'll tell you that.
But it's the correlation.
No, the correlation is when
medication.
I went through that hard time last year, and I thought everything was going away. The people that stuck by me, which is pretty much everyone, I had a deeper appreciation for it, and that's what it was. I'm like, you know what? These people have my back, and they love me, and I love them, and I should be more present. I've been nicer to you. Have I not been? Have I not been?
Yes, you have.
Yeah, and are you appreciative of it?
Very much so, sir.
Well, I appreciate your friendship. I appreciate yours as well.
Me?
But yeah, well, yours always. But even with Andrew, I'm very appreciative, and you realize that you can't do this thing on your own. Anything.
Not this
Especially in
life.
this business. You can't do it alone. And I I hate to say this. I don't want to call anybody out, but I might not say his name. But I might. I will. I'll start a war.
Okay.
Okay. So the other night, me and Andrew are doing a show at the Comedy Store, and one of those older guys from the days past, who was a huge star back when I was in high school, middle school, I knew who he was. He came in, and at the Comedy Store you do 15 minutes. And we talk about this all the time about bumping this and that. He was on the lineup, and he did 42 minutes.
Wow.
Oh my God.
And then so the second show started so late, and that's the show me and Andrew. So me and Andrew showed up, and I was supposed to go up at like 11 or something. It's like 11:50, and the beginning guys were just starting. It was like we were there late, and it was because of this one fella. And I want to, and he's also so stand up. You know what it is? So I'm going to tell you who it is. Should I tell you who it is?
Yeah.
And I love his son, by the way. Okay, let's do
I already know.
Who? Yes. Got it. So, did 42 minutes, and, he doesn't hang out. He's like Arsenio, but Arsenio Hall will still make sure he says hi to every single person on the show and do like a couple of lines, you know what I mean? And he's so charming.
Yeah.
And he's so likable. I mean, dude, I'm telling you, that dude is such a sweet guy. And I've always been a big fan. When I saw Harlem Nights and Coming to America, I mean, Arsenio Hall killed it in those movies. Was he in Harlem Nights? I'm sure he was. But
You're the only one in this room I feel like would know. So.
But anyway, he doesn't really say hi to people. He kind of does it, and it fucks up the show. And what I want to say is, there is a vast segment of these Hollywood types, you know what I mean, who do this podcast as a favor to me because I asked. They don't want to do it. They don't know what it is. They don't know the reach it has. They just do it because it's like he's been asking me for a year, right? Then when they do it, you know what I mean, they realize, oh, people did listen to it. And I think that's the problem. There's a disconnect.
Thank you, guys. I'm sorry that I'm late.
It's all right, Titi, My little Titi's in town, man.
I love your aloha shirt.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're in Hawaii. You look like you have a nice tan. You have a nice tan?
Huh? No, this is what is it called? Pearl Harbor setup? Something?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me or whatever.
Yeah. I love your Pearl Harbor setup, man. It makes me want to fucking fly into you,
Really?
yeah. I just want to go and crash right into you, dude.
So, yeah, what was that song they had? It was like Crash.
Dave Matthews?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Dave Matthew.
Yeah. Crash?
Crash in me, buddy. Hey, buddy. Dude, when I was young, my dad, he lived by like I don't want to say I guess it was like kind of like an Asian guy or whatever. I don't know what.
You could say that.
You can say it.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah.
If he was Asian, you can say it.
Okay.
Sure, say that.
Yeah.
Well, he would sing. The guy was like fresh off the bottom or whatever,
Yeah.
And he would.
Bottom of the boat. There's probably different layers of the boat. You're on the bottom of the boat?
I don't know where you.
Fresh off the bottom, like at the bottom of the sea?
I don't know. I don't know a ton. Here's all I remember about the guy. He would sing to his child, right?
Uh-huh.
But he had he would sing that song. It was like, hush, little baby, don't say a word. Daddy gonna buy you broken omelet. Like he would always have the word wrong.
Oh, different. Yeah.
And he would sing to his son, but he had the wording wrong.
Yeah. Well, it's like one of my jokes when I say my dad would sing Christmas songs wrong.
Oh, he would?
He just go, Frosty, he a good guy. You know, say Frosty's a good guy. And I go, Snowman. He's like, I don't know Snow. Or something like that. Anyway.
Yeah, Daddy gonna buy you a walking mine time.
Theo, how old would your dad, how old would he have been
Today?
today?
Let me think about that.
Because my dad this year would have been 100.
Dang.
And I know you had an old daddy too, right?
Your dad would have been 100?
100, yeah. So he was 1924, so he lived through the Depression, World War II,
Slavery.
Jim Crow.
Ooh, wow.
Whoa.
Jim Crow, huh?
You ever met him?
Good guy.
No. Good guy. He's a good guy. I don't know. Yeah, I don't follow him on Instagram. But nothing. Yeah. Does Jim Crow have an Instagram? Bring that up.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a Jim Crow.
My dad would be. Let me see. He was born in 1912.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
112 then.
112.
Yeah. Wow, 112 years old.
112 years old.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
Daddy gonna buy you a wheelchair.
Yeah.
You know?
But
It was just crazy hearing this guy, this Asian guy.
You didn't do it, but when you first sang it, my bad. You didn't really do an Asian accent when you did it.
He didn't feel Asian.
Yeah.
Oh, little.
Yeah, there we go.
Don't do it.
Yeah, there we go. I
That
like
sounds
it.
Filipino.
Yeah, this was very
Yeah, very Filipino. Yeah, very
Daddy
good.
gonna buy you a broken window. Like, the guy just had the words wrong. You know?
Yeah,
Do you know that you're like Filipinos' new Steven Seagal?
Oh my god, people love you in the
Yeah, so in the Philippines, like growing up, like Steven Seagal was like our favorite white guy.
Yeah.
Really?
But
Why?
Because I have no idea. I think action movies, but now you're Filipino's like favorite white guy because of your clip saying you love Filipinos.
I love him, man. I wish that. I do, man. I wish God made more of them. How many are there? There's a lot.
150 million around the world,
Really?
roughly. Yeah.
Oh, well, we
That was
gotta
enough. He did too much.
They got
40 million too much, I think.
they got to disperse more of them. I think in like different areas. Like they should airdrop them in a different area.
Like where? Like I know Cleveland. Yeah. Tampa Bay. There's got to be more in Tampa Bay. Yeah. I have a bone to pick with you, may I?
You do?
You do.
Oh God! Is this about you guys catching Brendan online or something?
No, it has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with. It has nothing to. It has nothing to do with the internet. It has to do with you and I, dude. It has to do with you and I, dog. Right?
Really?
And our friendship, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So check this out, playa. Okay. I get adamant, dude. I get fucking emotional about this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The other day, last week, bro. Mine stayed up for 5 months.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, but some asshole, if you're the type of, listen, if you're the type of person to fucking flag a photo, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
You're a fucking idiot. You know, if for you to go, I find this fucking, it goes against my Christian values. You know what I mean? And I'm going to narc on you on, you're a fucking asshole. What an asshole does that? If I'm scrolling through and I see some guy's nutsack, I don't give a fuck.
You know what? You know what they should have in place is that if somebody's going to report something from your fucking thing,
Yeah.
that obviously that means that they don't like your fucking page. So in order to do that, it should automatically block that person. You should say, you should have to say, do I feel so strongly about this that I'm willing to never see another fucking post from this person because I'm going to be blocked.
What about this? What about also letting us know who fucking flagged it? No. Why not? Why can't I know?
Yeah.
Why can't I know who's against me?
You can block someone on Instagram where it's like this fucking asshole can't ever see any of my shit.
Yeah.
But all you can do is hide somebody's comments on YouTube. I wish that if someone's gonna hit the thumbs down to dislike your YouTube video,
Yeah.
that they do that at the fucking expense of never being able to see another fucking video again. Oh, you you obviously don't like my channel.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna dislike my video,
Yeah.
fuck you. You never fucking watch my video. You don't have any access to my channel ever again. So
Yeah.
you can never you obviously don't like it. So fuck off.
Or how about this? Instead of commenting, I'll take you a little further on that, buddy.
But what if they liked all the 89 out of the 90 videos? They just happen to dislike one.
There's songs, there are albums.
They're gone.
But that's different, baby. You think I like every fucking song on the White Album?
Yeah.
There's a couple obladi, oblada. Fuck that,
I like
right?
that song.
I don't like
I'm
it.
not mad at it.
I don't like
Yeah.
it. All right, but like,
You know what's so great about the Beatles is that they sound so different from song to song.
I know, amazing.
Every other fucking album, every other fucking band is the same sound
Yeah.
all the time.
I mean, fucking White Album especially. You have Helter Skelter, and then it goes to like Dear Prudence. How different are those two songs?
Zeppelin's
But this
the
is what
same
you do.
way.
This is what you do. You do this. You just switch the
Yeah.
fucking track, right? So instead of commenting on my fucking Instagram and say some negative fucking bullshit, why don't you just not follow me?
Yeah.
Can you do that instead of people go out of their way to try to hurt my feelings?
Right. I don't like it, man.
I don't like it.
You know what's the worst thing is when somebody leaves a fucking shitty, hateful comment and then the person responds.
What do you mean?
What, like, somebody says, oh, you're fucking, well, I don't think so, or fuck you for saying, you know? Like, you can't acknowledge that.
Yeah.
I do.
Because now you respond
Today,
to negative comments?
this morning, I'll just show you. I don't give a
You
fuck.
can't do that, Bob.
No, watch this. I don't give a fuck. I'll show you this. We
Well,
might
now
have to
you're
cut
just
this out.
giving him
Then,
more
then you're
fuel.
you're
Yeah.
empowering them. You're drawing attention to them. You're letting other people see negativity.
Today, God, you're such a massive cunt to Santino. Because I have another podcast with Andrew Santino.
Right. It's called the Bad Friend Podcast.
Yeah, and you have all these ball-gaggling sycophants around you that validate your shitty behavior. Are you 50 fucking years old? Right?
Wait.
And I just text back 48. Right? He goes, it's not satire anymore, dude. It's just bullying. And then I had to I did a message.
Oh, did you lead in it?
I had to.
You can't do that, man.
I do. I can.
Silence is the deadliest weapon, Bobby.
Oh, that's right. That's why I don't text people back.
Full circle,
You're right.
baby.
You're right. So let's do an unhelpful advice.
Unhelpful.
Hey guys, we're going to take a quick break to share some Patreon news with you.
Hello, sleepers and papayas. Bonjour. The Tiger Belly Patreon has just passed 3,000 subscribers. If you want access to our exclusive vlogs, live streams, Discord, the archive of Belly in Bed podcasts, and more, you can go to patreon.com/tigerbelly. We just released the Dr. Doolittle vlog and a behind-the-scenes peek at the life of Jules, a.k.a. Bad Friend Rudy, where Gilbert and George put her on the hot seat and asked her all the questions you wanted to hear. And now for the big papayas of September, we have, you read them, babe.
Bon Johnson. What do you think of Bon?
Bon Johnson. I think of Bon as being wicked, clever, and nasty.
Wow. What do you think of Rachel Wilkins?
Rachel Wilkins is diabolical, foot strong, and eyesight.
What do you think of Melvin Flores?
Melvin Flores is unsteady, chubbo, and clear-headed.
Wow. Jamie Yagi.
Spicy, forensic files, and nocturnal.
Wow. Okay. Rebecca Torres.
Oh, shit. Desert heat, mind melting, creatism.
Hafiz. Hafiz from Singapore.
Oh, shit. Hot water,
Yep.
techniques beyond our literal realm.
Duh.
Yeah, and
Merlion.
lions.
Merlion.
Merlion.
That's a thing, the half lion.
Yeah,
half-
yeah. Keep going, babe.
All right. I wanted to explain a Merlion.
Now go. Tell me what a Merlion is then.
Never mind. Parvez Bashir.
Parvez Monsieur, this is the feelings I get from it. I feel height, width,
Length.
ground temperature, ground zero, metaphysical mind. I said that again.
Yeah, I like that one.
I always keep saying mind.
Yeah.
Jaime Che Cortez.
Jaime Che Cortez, there's no feeling at all. I don't think that's a real person.
That's a real name, babe. Jaime is a real
I get it, but I'm not getting any
Yeah.
insights right now.
What about Compliment Pig?
Oh, I'm seeing fair weatheredness, detachment, and kamikaze.
Okay. Matt Zwicker.
Matt Zwicker, fear, unable to respond, and also shudders.
Come on, Matt.
Aaron Wasserstrom.
Oh shit! This
Oh,
one
here
I'm
we
getting
go.
real strong feelings. Power fucking. Yeah, I do.
The last name.
Head banging, and finger blasting.
Whoa.
Oh my God, very sexual Aaron Wasserstrom.
Relax, dude.
What about Agatha Pitchfork Ricketts from Ricketts Check Clap?
Poison,
Duh.
murder, assassination.
You're thinking Agatha Christie is why.
Yeah, I guess. Keep going.
And our final one, Moon Disco from the U.S.
Stagnant, airless.
Yes.
Yeah, flotation, and never saying the N word.
Never.
Never,
Ever.
Ever.
Thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Bye.
Unhelpful advice with Steve-O.
I am a picky eater. I've had this embarrassing habit all my life. I essentially have the diet of a 3-year-old. I basically eat plain hot dogs and plain pasta with only butter and Parmesan cheese. This is starting to affect me being able to go on dates and is obviously a huge point of embarrassment. Do you have any advice of how to get therapy for this? I think exposure therapy would be helpful, but in the meantime, how do I bring this up to girls I date?
Why don't we start by going to a doctor to find out how our blood work looks?
Yeah, exactly. If you're eating
Barbershop.
just pasta with Parmesan all day.
Let's start with a good old fashioned
Yeah.
blood panel.
Yeah.
Let's see where we're at because that's important.
Yeah.
And then I think that hot dogs is the most processed fucking cancerous shit.
I know.
Like that's scary.
Yeah.
That's scary, man. Like so let's worry less about the dating and more about our fundamental health. You know,
If he's a young guy, he can probably do that. How old is he?
No age.
It sounds like
He sounds like a young guy.
he's basically stuck in like a food jag. You know when little kids have food jags?
Yeah.
He's an adult stuck in a food jag. So
Yeah.
it's a psychological thing. He has to see first a doctor, get a CBC,
Yeah.
a metabolic panel,
Mm-hmm.
see what that looks like, and then probably go see a therapist about that. Because if all you're eating is hot dogs and buttered pasta,
Yeah. I mean, sure, therapy's great, but like what we want to do is try to eat food that is relatively the way that it came to be, you know, like a piece of fruit. Like it that's how God made it. We want our food to be the way God made it. As much as possible.
When's the last time you ate any fast food like McDonald's?
Oh, dude, I fuck Taco Bell up.
I know. I like Taco Bell.
Yeah, and I heard that Taco Bell is the healthiest of all the fast foods.
really?
Yeah.
But you don't obviously you don't get the meat stuff. So
Just
you,
the
what do you
bean
get? Like
burritos?
bean and cheese burrito?
Yeah, the 7-layer burrito.
Oh, 7-layer
That's
burrito.
something God made for sure.
Right. Or because think about it, the Taco Bell, it's not going to be deep fried.
Right.
Right.
You know, it's not going to be processed meat. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
'cause you don't eat
I'm
meat.
not going to fuck with the meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like when you're on the road and you go to Taco Bell, you'll eat, and at night you'll just eat that and go to sleep.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah. I've done that too.
Yeah. But now I'm off flour. I don't fuck with flour.
This guy.
So what I'll do is I get the 7-layer burrito.
Yeah.
Even though they just stopped making fucking 7, they took it off the menu.
Can you ask them to make it?
I mean, they say you got to get the burrito supreme minus the beef. And I'm like, oh, you fucking assholes.
Yeah.
You fucking assholes are making me pay to sponsor your
Yeah.
fucking meat shit.
Yeah.
I'm mad at that, but
I always try to get them to make me the enchilito.
right.
Do they
Is-
make
is
it for you?
Oh.
That's not on the menu.
I know, but do they make it for you?
Sometimes they do.
I'm self-conscious about how long we've been going. Do we have another question? Can we wrap it up?
Why are you self-conscious about it?
Well, just because I feel like it's like a fucking you're giving your pitch, and
Yeah. Well, I think this is a very insightful podcast. We're not going to take any more questions, right?
Okay.
We've been trying to do this with you for a year.
Forever?
We've been through
Because
three
you
different
flaked on us a
studios.
couple times.
I did flake on you a couple times. It was never personal.
I know, I
It was
understand that.
always
Maybe that's why I don't text back. But I mean, it's tit for tat, really, to be honest
Right.
with you, right? It could be tit for tat,
Right.
Right. So,
Fair enough.
yeah, thank you.
I no longer take the texting thing personally.
okay, good, thank you.
I know
But
I'm
I
in
will
the
text
same
you back.
boat
from
as
now.
David Spade.
Yeah. Also,
it's
I
good
will text you
good-
back from now on because I know that you're a little sensitive bitch. So now that I know that, but
Can
no,
I tell
ahead.
you a quick thing?
go ahead.
And like normally I kind of shy away from talking about meetings and steps and sponsors and stuff like that. But since we did it, then fuck it. I'm just gonna let it ride. Okay. We talked about meetings. Okay. So, I went to rehab at this place. I personally think this is a great story. Went to rehab at this hospital called Los Encinas. Dr. Drew.
Pasadena.
Pasadena,
Yeah.
yeah. Dr. Drew used to be the director of the chemical dependency unit, right? I was in there. Now, my home group was on the grounds of the hospital, right? My weekly men's AA meeting. And it was my responsibility to get the cake when we celebrate someone's sobriety anniversary, right? So I go there, right? And the fuck Steven Tyler from Aerosmith was in there. Like he was long-term sobriety, he had a relapse, and now he's in the place, right? Like, okay, I had to get the I didn't know that this was happening yet, but I'm got to get the cake, right? I'm at the grocery store in line with the cake, right? And I'm holding the cake. I'm in line. Some guy recognizes, Steve, oh man, let me get a picture. I'm sitting there, I'm trying to hold this fucking cake. Yeah. And I remember thinking like, fuck, man, can't people just treat me like a fucking normal person? Why do I have to fucking taking the picture? I'm just frustrated with this guy.
Yeah.
And then still holding the cake, and I get to the rehab, right, to go to the meeting, and they got the whole place locked down because Steven Tyler from Aerosmith is here to say, oh no, you can't come in this way. You got to fucking go because of extra security.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they didn't fucking shut this place down for me when I was here. What am I, some kind of fucking regular person? Oh, I was holding the same cake. I want to be a regular person, but I was some kind of fucking.
It's so I'm so when
asshole.
you say that, it's so funny. I live in both worlds.
Yeah, I live.
I
was in when I was in here. It was fucking business as usual. Like I'm some kind of fucking everyday schmuck.
Yeah. Like I went to this AA meeting once where usually at an AA meeting somebody will go, I'm a fan of your work. That's all I want, right?
Yeah.
Right. But the one meeting, no one said that, right? I was like, oh, this meeting sucks, right? Right. And then I went to this one meeting in like Louisville, Kentucky, where people waited in a line to take a photo with me.
Oh yeah, you take a photo at a meeting?
No, I didn't. I go.
Right.
People after the meeting came up to me. Can we have a photo? And I go, no, dude,
I don't do that.
This is an A meeting.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous, right?
Gotta have that boundary. It's tough. It was tough for me to even put that boundary in place.
Yeah.
But it's just as a rule out of respect for the.
Now, if you fellowship afterwards, like if you go, because I like to do that. If I'm out of town, people go, hey, we're gonna go to this cafe. I'll go, all right, let's go after. And I'll do it then. You know what I mean? Because you're fellowshipping.
Right.
The AA meetings is before, the middle, and the after. You know that.
Yeah.
But anyway, give Steve O a round of applause. Thank you so much for doing this fucking program. We love you so much. Come back anytime. Watch his fucking his stand-up special, Gnarly. It's on his website.
Steve-O.com.
Steve-O.com. And
check out my podcast, Steve-O's Wild Ride.
yes, Steve O's Wild Ride. I will be honest.
Who's the most famous guest you've had on Tiger Belly?
Jordan?
We've had Jordan Peele, Aquafina, Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany, I got Tiffany Haddish. So
Yeah.
stoked on that.
I like the rock stars. We've had the lead singer of Interpol, guitarist of the Pixies. We've gotten some good ones. Yeah.
Nirvana.
Why? Who else?
Dave Navarro.
Dave Navarro.
Oh,
Spade.
Dave Navarro's a good one.
We've had Dice. We've had a bunch of. Well, I only ask people to do mine that I know.
Right. Okay.
Right. So I don't really try. I try not to get people like that I don't know that well because it's difficult.
It's also, we're doing it out of our house.
Yeah, I want people that I know, kind of.
I think it's kind of interesting to talk to people that you don't know.
Really?
Yeah, we just did the lead singer of Korn, Jonathan Davis. I had never met him.
Oh, really? Yeah. I probably would do that.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Fascinating conversation with that guy. That actually goes up this night. When will this go up?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
No, wait. Today's Monday?
Yes, tomorrow
Wednesday.
night.
Tomorrow night. So Wednesday morning.
Okay, Wednesday mornings.
Yeah.
Then my Jonathan Davis podcast will go up on Thursday.
And then you guys will listen to that as well. Give Steve another fucking round of applause.
All right, I love you.
I love
brother.
you so much.
I love you.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that episode with Steve-O. That was a long time coming. Lots of updates to highlight. The Tiger Belly subreddit has exploded in 2020. It's now over 20K papayas strong. The Patreon community is also growing very fast. We just passed 3,000 patronages. So thank you for making it a great place to hang out with other sleepers. If you're a member, you're already watching the exclusive vlogs, live streams, and more. To check it out, you can go to patreon.com/tigerbelly. And here's a hint. We may be doing some Twitch streaming. Who knows? Let's also thank our sponsor, Quip. Start getting rewards for brushing your teeth today and go to getquip.com/belly right now to get your first refill free. Get your question on Tiger Belly by emailing us at adviceunhelpful@gmail.com. We're looking for interesting, unusual, non-typical problems, and we need your help as much as you want ours. That's adviceunhelpful@gmail.com. You can follow George at George_Kimmel, Kalila Calamity K, Bobby Lee at Bobby Lee Live, everything Tiger Belly at Tiger Belly on Instagram, and myself, Gilbits. We love you so much. Have a good night.
Makabululin, purong kaya madumdum bombola. Syukumuki ay ito. Syukuluki muki sa laman. Fitan mo kugani ay makabululin, purong kaya madumdum bombola. Syukumuki ay ito.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, he's right around the bend from drinking.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you decide I'm gonna smoke weed and do it right away? Was there?
Okay, this is what happened. I'm going to be honest with you. And I've really talked about exactly what happened. And it's not anyone's fault, okay? So I hadn't been to a meeting in 5 years.
He was a dry drunk for sure.
Completely dry.
Wow.
No, not
That's
5. I
crazy.
would say like 3.
I would go like once or twice a year, right? To give somebody cake or something like that.
I feel like it's not a question of fault. It's a question of cause and effect. You know, if you leave,
Oh, I don't like the way you're talking to me right now.
if you leave
What are
milk,
you, a Vulcan? What the fuck are you talking about?
if you leave milk outside the fridge, it's gonna go rotten.
All right! All right! I fucked it up.
Yeah, I mean, the alcoholic is like the
I know,
refrigerator.
man.
It's got to stay plugged in.
I know, man. So what happened was I was doing...
The steps in reverse.
So before my dad died, I was doing a Sam Tripoli show. And you know how all those weed companies support a show? So in the back, I was sitting in the green room. You've been in the main room, right? In the green room. And they had that, that bar where they had all this display of CBD products. And one guy who was there was like, dude, it's for free. You're a performer. And I go, yeah, but I'm sober. I'm a sober guy. He's like, but CBD's not relapse. So I go, all right, well, I guess not. What is that? It's like, it's an oil, and it's at 18 to 1. So what does the 1 mean?
It's the CBD to
Exactly.
THC ratio.
Right. So I go. He goes, dude, you're not going to be able to feel the THC. It's way too minimal.
Oh, so that's how it started.
Yes. So I dropped that,
You dropped it in what?
and then I kept dropping it
In your eye or your mouth?
in my mouth.
Ah, okay.
And it was so much oil that I would drink, half a bottle, that it fucking killed my stomach.
Yeah.
Right? But then I would get buzzed. So then I had that guy's number. So I called him. I go, do you have 8 to 1? So they would ship me 8 to 1.
And I would keep throwing them away
would
because
throw
I
them
know
away.
I already knew what he was up to. And I
Right.
even called your brother and I was like, he's trying to get away with some shit right now with CBD products. And I know CBD is totally fine.
Right.
And I even asked your brother, and your brother's like, oh, I think it's cool. I think that we're still okay.
So it got to the point where I was doing one-on-one.
So
Right.
at that
Yeah.
point,
But I would still do half a bottle, right? But in my head, I'm like, this is not relapse. I'd be at the spa, just completely high in my mind, right? And then when my dad died, when my mom goes, Papi, Daddy in hospice, he's gonna die right now. And my brother and I was gonna pick my brother up. In my head, I had known that I had already relapsed, right?
right.
And so then I went right to a weed dispensary and I got a bunch of gummies so I can hide it from my brother, right? And oils and all the stuff that you're not, none of the smoking substances, and some vapes as well. So I could hide it. And so then I fully relapsed. But then I don't know if I was sober. When I got sober again, I saw Sam Tripoli at the parking lot.
You weren't sober yet.
I wasn't sober yet.
Yeah, but there.
I had already relapsed. I was at the Comedy Store. I saw Sam Tripoli's car, and they rammed my car into his car. They have it on tape.
Why?
Because I think that I blame him for my relapse.
You associated
yeah?
doing
I
his show.
associated
I understand.
right where I got the CBD
Okay.
product. If I hadn't done a show in my mind, that I wouldn't be in this insanity that I was in, right? And then one day, I couldn't eat or sleep, and I
So you weren't able to see your part.
Basically.
Vulcan guys, fucking Vulcan.
fucking. You're right.
I mean,
it's my fault.
I mean that's addict shit.
I know.
That's
I know.
addict shit where it's
You're
everybody
exactly right.
else's fault.
But actually, I did that, and then I went to this place to deal with my dad's trauma about his abuse and whatever. And in that place I went, it was in Arizona. I had a spiritual awakening, and I got sober again. And I have almost 10 months now.
Good, man.
Go to meetings all the time, Zoom. I have a sponsor, and I'm never gonna not go and not be in the middle.
The ticket.
Because twice that happened for me.
Yeah.
I got long-term sobriety. I stopped going to meetings, and I went out.
Well, that's the story of every relapse, basically. You know, you ask somebody what happened. I stopped going to meetings.
Yeah.
That's like the number. You know.
Yeah.
That's what.
Now back to you, Steve.
All right.
Fuck you. All right. Back to you, you fucking guy.
Well, before you got into the room, we were talking about what a shitty texter backer you are.
Do you remember?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Wait. You were saying it?
We were talking about it.
You're bad at texting. There's like so many times where I sent you a text, and you just didn't respond. And then, do you remember the time when I was like, "Hey, man," I sent you a text that said, "Hey, if there's something that I have done to offend you, can you please let me know what it is?
Yeah.
You know, otherwise I'm just gonna stop trying to communicate with you because like I've, you know."
And then did I text you back on that one?
You were like, "No, come on, dude, it's crazy. Like, of course you haven't done it. I love you, dude."
Yeah, Steve. Okay, Steve. Fucking listen to me, man. All right?
Yeah.
You're one of my favorite people on planet Earth.
Oh, dude. Well, I love you.
No, honestly, you are.
Well, thank
Okay?
you,
And everyone has a problem. David Spade, same thing when he came on here a couple of weeks ago. You don't text back. You know, everyone says that about me. And literally, I'm trying to do it now. I'm literally trying to do it because I know it's a character defect. I'm fucking going to try to do it. The thing is,
He made a really good point.
What was it?
earlier.
What is it?
He said, "No response is a response."
Yeah.
oh, it's not. That's fucking bullshit.
No.
No, that's fucking bullshit. No. Fuck you. No response. No response. I know what you're saying with that.
No response is absolutely a response. And
What is the response?
you don't fucking matter.
No, that's not. That's not.
I
the
don't
response.
fucking care.
That's not because that's if. Okay, if that's the response, then that's not how I feel. So that's not the response.
Okay, but if you send somebody,
That's you misinterpreting the respond as a response. Right?
Whoa.
Right? So it's like if I don't respond to you, right? And you think to yourself, "Wow, no response." You know what I mean? Is a response. That's you saying that. You came up with that. Because on this end, it's like I didn't barely even read your text.
Whoa, that's even worse.
That's worse.
Or no.
What are you doing right now, dude? What are you doing?
That's just everyone. Okay. All right. No, just listen. All right.
So there's certain people who do matter enough for you to read their texts, and there's a lot of other people who don't.
No. I want to go down this lane with you, and we're gonna go down it. All right. But I'm gonna go down fighting. All right. So
The one thing in your corner is that I do believe that you would respect David Spade enough. So
yeah, exactly.
right.
Well,
I mean-
it's not just that. It's everybody has come onto this podcast and said you don't text back. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not a personal thing. You know, it's just the way I behave.
I'm starting to believe that.
Okay, so that's number one. All right, that's two. That's number one. Okay, okay. And here's the thing: is let's go down this path. So, no response means that I don't. When somebody goes like, I hate small talk. All right, I hate small talk. So like somebody will text me and go, "Wow, man, it's really hot today." Right? I'm not gonna go, "Yeah, man, it's summer." Ha 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 ha.
Right.
So I just don't text back.
And they have a whole thing for people like you. It's the thumbs up thing. You go thumbs up, done.
You gotta answer.
So would that feel better if I liked your message?
Yeah, I mean some kind of acknowledgement would be kind of cool.
All right, you know what?
You know, you're right, because say for instance,
sweating
I'm in a
sweating.
I'm thinking about the people that I care about in my life. And it doesn't matter how mundane or dumb or boring or whatever fucking stupid text they send me. I will never not text them back because I genuinely care
Okay, no.
about them.
Stop.
Right, that's why I personally fucking hate my birthday and holidays and stuff because my phone is just bam, 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 like all fucking day long, and for me, like, it's inconceivable to me that I would not respond.
You wait. You respond to all the happy birthday messages you get?
Yep. Yeah, like when somebody sends me a text, it's like, okay, like here's this person, and like, you know, or I'm not too cool for them. Like I'm gonna respond. So like when I get swamped by text, it's overwhelming for me, and I don't hate the people texting. I hate my fucking birthday for bringing all that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me just defend my point one more time. Okay. Let me go back to my thing. All right. So when Jordan Peele won his Oscar, right? I texted him, "Oh man, I'm crying right now, dude. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you." He liked my text.
He hearted it.
He hearted it.
Yeah.
Right? In my head, I'm like, I'd rather him not respond.
What?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because in my head, it goes to, he probably, if I was Seth Meyers or Jimmy Fallon, it just in my twisted head,
Yeah.
he probably would write out the words. Thanks a lot, man. I worked hard, man, but this is a miracle, whatever.
Right.
But for me, it's like, it's in my head, and I'm sure that wasn't his intention. It probably wasn't, right? But in my head, I'm thinking, oh, fuck, Bobby, just fuck it. There you go. And just do that, and move on. So I'd rather have him not respond, right?
Right. Okay.
Right? So it's like, in my thinking, but maybe I'm not looking at it as the victim's point of view.
I mean, it's
So from now on, you know what, dude? You just fucking swayed me. I am going to either respond with a like, a love, or a fucking smiley face or emoji or something.
Right.
It's either you want to build a relationship and sustain a friendship or you
I
don't.
was about to give you a compliment too, Steve. I was about to give you a really
Throw
good
it out anyway.